No. Kyle! The time is 9:03 p.m. on a Saturday night, and due to COVID restrictions, we will not be leaving the premises. We have decided to be festive and to make sugar cookies. This is my brother, Kyle. We did in fact shoot a different video of us baking together last Sunday morning. However, none of the footage was salvageable due to stupid remarks and comments on behalf of all of the people featured in the video, which would be me, Kyle, and my mother as well. So now, and I am so excited to have the honor and the blessed opportunity to film with my brother today on this Saturday evening. Okay, well, let's get started.
Let's get at it.
In a small bowl, whisk together the flour, baking powder, and salt. Oh, hold on. We haven't had any of the measuring cups. Wait, this is a disaster. Okay, so Kyle is going to, okay,
That's
did you?
1 cup.
Okay, but I would just smooth it.
Why?
Okay, just pour that in. Okay, you did 1.
1.
No, now I would get the
That
half.
was like half.
No. When you can't estimate.
Watch,
no,
ready?
you can't. No,
Ready?
you can't estimate.
But
Okay, next up we're going with salt. How much salt did it say? Oh, a pinch. So that's a pinch. All right, let's just move this back a little bit so they can see what we're doing. You want to whisk?
yeah, one was.
Okay, gently though. Okay, that appears to be whisked. Beat together with an electric mixer the butter and sugar.
Do we have like a mixer? Maybe you should have read the recipe before you put us on camera.
Where are the things? Oh. Do not worry.
Half cup unsalted butter, softened. Okay. Yeah, it looks like popcorn. Good to go.
You know what? I think we're doing pretty well. Would you say?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm confused about what happens at this. So I don't really think it's supposed to look like this. 1 second, I got some of this. What's your technique? Hey, no.
How you go with that? Exactly. See how much more we're getting at the same time?
We're not.
Yeah, you are.
This is so stupid.
Here we go, and then we gotta put a little more
Wait, no,
in
no,
there,
no.
and then we're good.
Where's my hair clip?
That's looking pretty good here. Oh.
Well, that was really fun and entertaining. So now we have our dough ready. And so now we're gonna have to
Flatten
it and make shapes out of it. Okay, let's clean up. Okay, so we're back now. I don't know if Kyle is joining us, but we're going to cut the dough. We're gonna make it into shapes and then we're gonna throw it in the oven. Flour your rolling pin. Rolling pin? Oh. Maybe this needs a little more. I thought I could get away with the bare minimum. That's usually how I think I can get through life. Okay. Mwah. Come on, buddy. Yes. Woo! So far during this sweet pandemic, I've tried to find, new ways to keep myself entertained. And so how I've been getting through is listening to too many crime podcasts and being afraid for my life almost daily. Today, I went to the grocery store. A miracle, I went to the grocery store. There was a lineup outside and a car pulled up next to me. I could see the car approaching me well, he was, the guy driving was approaching the sidewalk, but I internalized it as I'm about to get kidnapped in front of all of these people in this lineup. Alas, I did not get kidnapped, as you can tell. Actually, speaking of paranoia, when I was in university, I used to listen and watch and read a ton of true crime. So it was just constant bombarding of violent information running through my mind, which is great. And it got to the point one time where I was at home. Me and my friends, we lived together in a house, and all of my roommates, they had gone to class. It was like a Monday morning at like 11, and I knew all their schedules, and I knew that a couple of them were going to be at work. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna be alone on this fabulous Monday morning. I might as well, get some work done. Around 11 a.m., I decided that I needed to get to work and I had to focus. So I put my phone in the living room and I locked my bedroom door from the inside so that I could focus on my schoolwork, so I wouldn't be tempted to go on my phone. And all of a sudden, this old man with a hunch, I will never forget, he looked like Gary Busey. He walked across like this, the garden bed in front of my window. And not even 30 seconds later, the front door opened. And so, just like that, I knew that I was about to be murdered. I knew right away that this was my time, that my time was up. So I needed to figure out, hey, am I gonna fight or am I gonna flight? And I'm no fighter, so I was out. Like, I needed to find an exit immediately. Keep in mind, my phone was in the living room and my bedroom door was locked from the inside, but I was too nervous to unlock it and go see if this guy was in there. I shouted, hello? And I had heard footsteps, and when I said hello, the footsteps stopped. And that's when I knew that this guy was smart. Okay, this guy was really not gonna let me fight him, so I had to flight. So here's the thing, the tricky part is that my bedroom window, I don't really know how to explain this properly, but it opens like this. Maybe I'll do this. It opens like this from the outside, and this is as high out as it goes. Now, according to physics, my body should not fit through a window this big with a yay amount of space. However, it turns out that when you're scared for your life, you get skinny. I rolled my chair to my desk, jumped on top of my desk, and then managed to squeeze my body out under the window. So once I was out of the window, I realized, oh shoot, I have to jump. Now, my house was a bungalow, so I was on the first floor, so no worries, it wasn't that far up. But it was a little tricky. By this point, both my legs are out the window and I'm standing on the ledge of my bedroom window. So then I had to quickly jump like this up against the side of the house. Then there was a pole that was holding like our little awning at the front of our entrance, and my bedroom was right next to the front door. So I jumped onto the pole that was holding up the awning, and I ran to my neighbor's house in my slippers. So I run to the house and I knock on the door looking like an absolute psycho. No one answers, so I was like, okay, that's fine. So then I start walking away and one of my neighbors opens the door. And keep in mind, he's a university student. And I tell him straight up, I was like, hey, listen, someone is breaking into my house at the moment, like as we speak, right now, and I'm gonna need your help. As I'm telling him this, and I shit you not, he looks me right in the eyes and he goes, oh, someone's breaking into the house? Oh, someone's breaking into the house? And grabs a bread knife, similar to this. Now, bread knives, according to what I've heard, according to what I've heard on true crime, are rarely ever used during a crime because they don't do anything, right? They can't hurt you, essentially, unless you approach someone and you do this action. I didn't say anything because I was just appreciative to have some help. What can a girl do but ask for help during these trying times? Anyways, so he and I walked towards the front door of my house, and he goes to try to open the door, and he goes, "Where's your keys?" And I was like, "Well, they're inside." And he was like, "Well, why is the front door locked?" "Because I jumped out the window." And he looked over at the window, fully knowing that there's no chance in hell that this girl could fit through that window. But she did. She got skinny. She got skinny because she needed to flight. So then he was like, "You know what? Why don't we just, as a joke, ring the doorbell to your house and see if this guy gets spooked?" And I was like, "Okay, like whatever, you're crazy, but go ahead and try." So he rings the doorbell to the house, and none other than my roommate comes walking up from the basement and opens the door to see me in my pajamas and my slippers with my neighbor with a serrated knife. And I can't even imagine the confusion that was probably going through her mind at that moment, because it was a Monday morning at 11 a.m. So things of that nature should not be occurring at that time. Anyways, then I tell her, "What the hell, Kayla, I thought someone was breaking into the house." She thought I was crazy because what had happened was she was home the whole time. The entire morning she was home, she was not at work. And she got a notification that her Amazon package was coming in, was going to be delivered to her front door. So she ran upstairs to the front door, unlocked it, checked outside, there was nothing there, closed the door, and ran away. But when I yelled hello, she was far enough from my room that she didn't hear me, and her footsteps stopped because she was walking down the carpeted stairs to the basement where you can't hear the footsteps. You know, that was definitely one of my not so great times at university. No one in their right mind jumps out the window at the sign of no danger. There was no danger to be had there. Yeah, so I can't remember really why I started that conversation, why I started to tell you that story. Oh yes, about how I've been keeping myself occupied during COVID, during our second lockdown. Yeah, more true crime that keeps me awake at night, shivering with fear. All right, I'm gonna make the rest of these cookies, then I'll pop them in the oven and I'll let you know when it's time to decorate. Chuck on some icing to these little bad boys. So I'm going to put a little bit of this icing in here. Okay, boop. Okay, and it is pink. That's okay. Why is it pink? Wow, look at that. Here you have it. My sugar cookie. That is a snowman, if you can't tell. All right, well, for the sake of trying it, let's just give this a taste test. And I might finish all the rest of these cookies tomorrow because I'm getting a little tired. This was a lot for me in my small brain. All right, cheers. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a sugar cookie. I wouldn't say that it changed my life, but I wouldn't say that it ended it either. Well, I guess I'll see you in the morning when I have the rest of the crew with me, just my brother. He's the rest of the crew. Good night, folks. Okay. Okay, well, it's the next day. Forgot to decorate the rest of the cookies, and now we only have 2 left. So we're just gonna swipe on some icing and call it a day.
That's my snowman.
Okay, now smile. You didn't, okay, guys, ready? Wow. Wow. Wow.
It's a lot of
Wow, it tastes exactly like it tasted yesterday. Nothing changed. I look a little cuckoo, but that's totally fine. All right, hope you have an amazing day, week, life, and I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.